What's up, everybody? It's Big Roth TV, and I'm back with another tech video, a tech discussion. All right. So as we all know, this week Apple announced their new phones, and they also went up for pre-order earlier this morning. All right. So the iPhone XR, which is supposed to be their lowest model. And then we have the iPhone XS or XS, the iPhone XS Max, which is the one, if I was going to buy one, I would get the XS Max, right? But here's the thing about that for me. I have never owned an iPhone. Like, as it being my main phone, my daily driver, this is my go-to phone, everyday device. I've never owned an iPhone, ever. I tried an iPhone in 2000, I want to say it was 14, maybe 13 or 14? 14, I think it was. I tried the iPhone 6, and I had it for 3 days, and I returned it to the Apple store in Oklahoma City. Just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. 3 days, took it back. Then last year when I got my Pixel, I broke my screen on my Pixel, and I had to use a iPhone 5C for about a week before my Pixel came back. So never have I had one for like, this is my everyday device, never. But since about the announcement of the iPhone 6 Plus, I've kind of been interested. That one got my interest. I said, oh, they made a bigger one finally. And then they came with the 6S Plus. I said, okay, now it's better. And then when the 7 Plus came, I said, I'm interested now. I want an iPhone. I would buy an iPhone and use it, is what I said when the 7 Plus came out. I actually went through the process on Apple's website to set up the payment plan and everything to get that phone. And at the very last minute, I got approved for it and everything. It was like, go ahead, you're down, you're good to go. Biggest size model you could get, I was going to get it. I got approved and everything. And at the last minute, I decided, you know what? Wait and see what Google has to say. And a matter of weeks later, Google announced the Pixel, the original Pixel. So I said, you know what? I'm just stick with the Pixel. And I bought the Pixel. Last year, Apple announces the iPhone X. I said, that thing is amazing. Thing's beautiful. I like it. I want that thing. Right? But again, I said, you know what? Wait. Wait to see what Google does again. So I waited. And sure enough, Google came with the Pixel XL2, which is what I have here. This is my daily phone. So, not only did Google announce this last year, but they also announced these, which are the Pixel Buds. And not only did they announce the Pixel Buds and the Pixel phones, but they also announced the Pixel Book. Right? So as you all can see, I am fully immersed in the Google ecosystem. Right? So the one thing that I felt that Google was missing, I said, Google, you did everything. You gave me a phone, a great phone, amazing phone. You gave me nice headphones or earbuds. They're great. You gave me a laptop that shocked people. Some people instantly criticized it because it's a Google Chromebook. But I can do video editing and everything that I would be able to do on another form of computer, another operating system. I can do it on here. So I said, you checked a bunch of boxes, Google, but you have not provided us with a watch. Samsung has a phone, they have a watch to go with it. Apple has their phones, they have the computers, they have their headphones, they have everything that you have, but they also have the watch, is what Apple has. And that is a big attractive point for Apple to me. I can easily shake the phones. I can easily shake the MacBooks. I can easily shake their earbuds, because I don't like the earpods. I can easily shake all that. But that Apple Watch, is something special about that Apple Watch that I say, man, that thing is just nice. And it looks like it does everything that you would want from a wearable, from a smartwatch. The Apple Watch checks all the boxes. It's amazing. And then the Apple Watch 4, whew, that thing is gorgeous. It's amazing. Here we are this year. Apple announces their devices again. I say that XS Max, that thing's great. I want that phone. I like it. But now I'm torn. Because prior to liking that phone, I also liked the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And I said, wow, they finally got it right. The battery's amazing. It checks all the boxes. Rave reviews. Everybody's loving it. But I said, hold on. Wait to see what Apple's going to do. Now I see what Apple has to do. And I say to myself, should I wait to see what Google's going to do? No, I shouldn't, because we already know what Google's going to do. We've already seen a million and millions of leaks of the next version of this phone. And I feel as if I am unfair to Google in this way, because I looked at the iPhone 10 and the versions of that phone this year, and I see big, beautiful screen that has a big notch at the top of it. And I say, cool, I use that phone. But I felt disappointment when I see the Google Pixel XL 3 leaks. And I see big, beautiful Google phone with a giant notch. I say, what in the world is Google doing with the notch? OnePlus 6, I say, man, that's a nice phone. Notch and all, no big deal. But Google decides to bring us a Pixel 3, and I say, that notch, I don't like it. I don't like it, Google. I don't want your notch phone. And then Google made this announcement. There was an interview that came out a matter of weeks ago where Google came out and said, we do not have any plans this year to release the rumored Pixel Watch. That is what I was waiting for from Google this year. I didn't really care as much about the phone. I didn't care about the rumored Pixel Book upgrade. I'm not upgrading my Pixel Book. This one works fine. I'm not worried about the Pixel Buds 2. I don't care about that. The rumors were you were giving me a watch. I wanted the Pixel Watch. I was excited. I even made a video last year saying, okay, Google, make a Pixel Watch. And you are not going to do it. Instead, you're going to focus on assisting the other manufacturers of your Wear OS that you have improved, and the new Qualcomm processor that's going to make things amazing for Wear watches. I love that. I get it. But you are not going to give us a Pixel Watch to go with this phone and this laptop and these Pixel Buds. So I was disappointed, which led to me looking elsewhere to find an answer. And I went to Samsung, and Samsung has now the Note 9 and they have the Galaxy Watch. Apple now has the big giant iPhone XS, XS, XS Max, and we have a big, beautiful Apple Watch 4 combination, and Google does not have that. I'm torn. I don't know if any of my viewers know who KevOnStage is. He's a comedian. He can be found on Instagram. He can be found on Twitter. He can be found on Facebook. However you want to find them. He's great. He's funny. He's hilarious. But he made a video yesterday, and he said the reason that he does not switch from Apple to Android is because he is lazy. And it's just so easy to constantly keep getting the same device and not have to learn the new ecosystem. He's not that tech savvy, and it just rolls as easy. He doesn't have to do anything. And as I watched it and I'm laughing, I said, that's me for different reasons. That is exactly why I have stuck with Team Google. This is why I've stuck with Team Google, because I have been on Team Google for 10 years. I had the T-Mobile G1 when it released. That was 2008, if I'm not mistaken. I had the T-Mobile G1. I had the MyTouch. I had the Nexus 1. So on and so forth. I have gone on and on and on with Google phones over the years. I've tried different variations of them. I've had LG Google phone. I've had Samsungs. I've had HTC. I've had Huawei. Like, I've tried a bunch of different Google phones. I usually always wind up back to either the Nexus, Pixel, whatever Google's version of it is, the Nexus or the Pixel. I wind up back there, but sometimes I try the other versions of Android. But in my humble opinion, usually I prefer to have stock Android. So that's what I stick to. But if I'm going to be honest with my viewers right now, those of you who are watching me right now, I have been iPhone curious for about 3 years now. I just cannot get myself to pull the trigger, because I know with pulling the trigger, not only will I have to upgrade this phone, but I will have to switch watches from this Fitbit Ionic that I have on my wrist to the Apple Watch. I would need to switch that Pixelbook to a MacBook Air or MacBook Pro or something. I actually have a Mac Mini. I don't know if many people know that, but I have a Mac Mini there, and I use that to edit videos. That's the main reason for that. But I can edit videos on here, which I do from time to time. I know that me buying the one thing with the Apple device would lead to a whole shift in everything that I do. I would have to completely immerse myself into the Apple ecosystem. And I just do not want to do that. And that is why I have not done it. That is why I don't own an iPhone now, because I know that if I buy one thing, you gotta completely get into that ecosystem. But on the flip side, actually, let's not leave that. I know this video is getting a little long, but let's not leave that for a second. KevOnStage said he likes the Apple group chat. All his friends have Apple. His family members have Apple. The majority of my friends have Androids. My family has Androids. My brother, Galaxy. My father, Galaxy. My mother, No, she doesn't have a Galaxy. She should have a Galaxy, but she has some other form of an Android phone. I believe it's an LG. My sister-in-law, soon-to-be sister-in-law, Galaxy. My wife, Galaxy. Me, Pixel. All right? So most everybody that I talk to, some of my closer friends, a lot of my closer friends that I constantly talk to on a regular basis, Galaxies. There's not that very many of us that have iPhones. That's not to say that I don't have a good amount of friends that have iPhones, but the people that the biggest group of people that I talk to have Androids. So I wouldn't have the Apple group chat. I don't even know what the Apple group chat that people talk about is. I don't know about that life. So I'm not missing anything on that, but I'm interested in it. I'm interested in that Apple side. But the way that I look at it, if we're going to go off of what keeping into the ecosystem of what your family members and your closest of friends have, then I should probably be joining Team Galaxy. My wife would have it. I would have it. We would have the similar devices. My brother has it. I talk to my brother almost every day. My father has it. We need to get my mom a Galaxy. That's where I feel like I should be. I am torn. And on the flip side, Google Pixel. There's nothing wrong with this phone, this Pixel 2 XL, other than the fact that it doesn't have as good of a battery as the Note 9. The battery's not it. If I'm using my phone heavy, if I'm a power user, which I am, I use my phone a lot. I'm listening to music. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm filming videos. I'm watching YouTube. If I'm doing a lot of stuff, I got to charge by like 1 or 2 o'clock. If I'm not doing a lot of stuff, I got to charge probably like 6 or 7. With the Note 9, I wouldn't have to do that. Decisions. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Let me know what you all think here, man. Let me know what you all think I should do. Should I finally take the leap? Should I make the leap and go join Team Apple after 10 years of being Team Android, Team Google? Should I remain on Team Google but switch to Team Samsung? Or should I do nothing and stay Team Pixel? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. More content is on the way, and I'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.